Welcome. Today we're going to talk about solving two-step inequalities. Solving two-step inequalities involves the same steps as solving two-step equations. Step 1, add or subtract. Step 2, multiply or divide. Here's our first example. 4a minus 9 is greater than 11. Let's begin by drawing the line of inequality, which separates the two sides so that everything on the left is greater than the right. And then let's put a box around 4a. I like to put a box around the term with the variable. Our first step is to solve for the box, and then the second step is to isolate the variable. So what's on the same side with the box? Minus 9. So step 1, add or subtract, we'll add 9 to both sides to reverse or undo the subtraction of 9. 9 and negative 9 make a zero pair, so that disappears. We copy down the 4a. The sense or direction of the inequality symbol remains the same. 11 plus 9 equals 20. Step 2, multiply or divide. Since this is a multiplication problem, we'll divide both sides by 4. Now, 4a divided by 4, since 4 divided by 4 equals 1, we now have 1a, or just a. The sense of the inequality stays the same since we divided by a positive, and 20 divided by 4 equals 5. Therefore, a is any number greater than 5, but not equal to 5. When we graph it, because a is not equal to 5, the circle will remain open. So we put an open circle on the border point of 5, and it's all the numbers greater than 5. That's going to the right, and it continues forever. Here's a tessellation by M.C. Escher, who famously repeated the same shape over and over again to fill a plane. This one is lizards. W divided by 5 plus 7 is less than negative 2. Put the line of inequality, and feel free to attempt this on your own. Just push the space bar and proceed, or you can follow along. I'm going to put the box around w divided by 5, and the first step will be add or subtract. Subtract 7 on both sides. On the left, positive and negative 7 cancel out, so we copy down w divided by 5. The sense of the inequality remains less than, and here we use our rule, same sign add. Negative 2 and negative 7 equals negative 9. Step 2, multiply or divide. In this case, we'll multiply both sides by 5. And again, we have 5w divided by 5. So 5 divided by 5 equals 1. We have 1w. The sense of the inequality remains the same because we multiplied by a positive. And negative 9 times 5 equals negative 45. So w is all the numbers less than negative 45. Again, because it's not equal, we're going to have an open circle at negative 45. And we want all the numbers that are less. That's to the left. Next example, we have negative 10 is greater or equal to 2x minus 6. The line of inequality, the box around 2x. Let's begin. What should we add to both sides? We should add 6. We're trying to isolate the box, and negative 6 is on the same side. So on the left-hand side, negative 10 plus 6 equals negative 4. And on the right-hand side, well, it's greater or equal to 2x. Now divide by 2, and you have that negative 2 is greater or equal to x. Prior to graphing, we probably want to turn this around. So I'm going to rewrite it as x is less than or equal to negative 2. So when you turn around your inequality, the sense or direction does reverse. The alligator still wants to eat the negative 2. But this is the way that helps us to graph it. So graphing x is less than or equal to negative 2, that inequality symbol is facing the same direction as the arrow when we have solve for x. So we can put a closed circle at -2 this time, arrow to the left, and we have one more example. When you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to reverse the sense of the inequality symbol. That's the direction. Remember, I kept saying how we could keep the inequality symbol the same because we were multiplying or dividing by a positive. But when you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to reverse it. So here we have -5m plus 4 is less than 34. We'll begin with the line of inequality and the box around -5m. We want to isolate the box. We subtract 4 from both sides. So -5m is less than 30. Now we'll divide both sides by -5, and this is the key. Well, -5 divided by -5 cancels. M is going to be greater. Dividing by a negative reverses the symbol. So M is going to be greater than -6. And the final graph, it's going to be an open circle at -6, pointing to the right.